great range. £2.50. £2.50 gets you just over half a tank of fuel. Not bad. Fair change, gets me half a tank. Not bad at all. Right, so guys, we're in the shed right now. I've just been to Halfords, brought this Halfords enamel spray paint. Workshop red apparently. It was like that. Just a pretty similar match, but I don't have a clue about spray paint, so I just went with a guess and we're going to see how it goes. It says you're meant to use some red primer, but because it's only a minor job that I'm doing, I'm going to hit it with some grey primer and hope for the best. I've already done a pre-test with the grey primer, it's waiting to dry, and I'm going to try the red on it, see how it goes before I do it on the actual thing we're doing today. But this is the first ever modification video, kind of modification video I've done on the moped, but just because you can't really do many modifications to a moped, it is just a moped at the end of the day. But there's one thing I noticed I really would like to do when I was changing the bulbs in here, is if you take this front light out, you get access to these little plastic vents in here. These vents serve no purpose because the engine is obviously at the back because it's a moped, but these vents are actually black, and I thought it would be pretty cool if I could spray them red, and it might just give a little, you might not be able to notice it, but it might give them a little bit of a detail to the front, obviously because it's black and red, and it's got a bit white, but it's mainly black and red. I was thinking of maybe doing this little panel in red. I'm not going to do that one because that's where your feet go and it obviously gets all scratched. I was thinking of doing that. Leave a comment below. I'm going to choose if I do that. But leave a comment below if you want me to do this exhaust guard in red, because I don't know whether that will look good or bad. So I'm going to leave that up to you to decide whether I do that in red, but I'm not going to do that right now because it might look terrible, it might look good, I don't know, it might be too much red. But I'm going to put the GoPro on my head, I'm going to disassemble all this, I might speed it up, throw some music in there because I'm going to listen to my tunes, so I don't want to put that in, otherwise I'll get copyrighted. There's no vents there. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Still a bit of mud here from the other day. I just jet washed it off because it's a moped, but probably needed a bit of a deeper clean. But yeah, I'm going to start now, so I'm going to stop talking and here we go.
Prepare to die.
Don't know about you guys, but this tune, that was a banger back in the days. When you're playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Prepare to die.
So that is the front light out. I don't know why I've got a rusty dustpan in my shed, but there. Got the light there for now. Put it that way actually because I'm going to be spraying over there, so I don't want any on the lens of the light. The little screws, they're a pain in the backside to get them out, you know. They're not bad, but them screws, horrendous. Now, we've obviously got the light out. This is what I mean by a moped. It's nothing special. It's just a bit of plastic on the front. Look, it's all flexy bit of plastic, and yeah, there's nothing behind it. It's just the moped bar to the forks. But yeah, I'm going to take these screws out. Anyway, you can see in here. I'm going to take these screws out, take these vents out, and they should just pop out the back. So I'm going to do that now. Alright, we're on the last screw here. There's 3 screws in these, and then it should just pop off once I got this one out. It's a fiddle, you know. It's a right fiddle getting in here. Fingers are at weird angles. Right, they're out. And it's as easy as just pop. There we go. There's the little vent. Nothing special to it. That's the little vent. Clean it off, and it's ready to be sprayed. I'm going to do the same with the other one, and then I'll be back with you just with this dirty old rag, which I use for cleaning up petrol if I spill it, and oil and that. I'm just going to wipe off some of this dirt with it. I'm not looking for a perfectly clean piece of plastic because I am not professional, you know what I mean? By no standards am I professional. I'm not going to paint the backside. I don't know, maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't, I don't know. But I'm not, so that's good. And then I'm going to go and put some red on that practice thing I've done. See what that looks like, and then we'll get to painting these. It says I've got to do them at 10 to 15 intervals for the primer. So I'm going to do the first coat of primer on both, and I'm going to leave it 15 minutes, come back, do the second coat of primer, and I think that'll be good for the primer. And then I'm going to head over and use the red spray paint, which I brought, 10 to 15 minutes between each coat. I might do 2 coats of this red, or 3 depending how it comes out. But yeah, I'm going to do 2 of these, so let's get in to spraying some of this. If it looks messed up, it doesn't really matter because it's only a little vent. So yeah, here we go. The second coat of primer now. Need to get a bit more on this edge. The shed for a second. I need a screwdriver. It's a Phillips for that. Screwdriver for that. So I think I am going to spray that little panel. And whilst I prime that for this first coat, the second coat's obviously drying on there. So then I can get the red paint on there, primer on this. Should have done this before I started the others, to be fair. But hopefully this comes off dead easy. I don't think I've ever taken this one off, this panel. So I don't actually know how it comes out or anything. So I'm kind of just, yeah. Should have known it would be too good to be true, that. Let's see if I can get my hand. I don't think my hand will fit through all the cables. Just poke it out. Oh, would be. Gosh. I'll just tip the moped up then. Would be awkward, wouldn't it? Oh man, why? Yeah. Oh. There we go. Just managed to get my hand through. Hopefully not messed up any wiring in there. So that's just come out of there. As you can see, I did go off road and get its first coat. It's actually very, very red. I might need quite a few coats of these because I've used a grey primer. I feel like I'm going to need quite a few coats of red to take to the grey, which might be a bit of a pain in the arse, but it's very, very red. So here we go, guys. This is the end product. As you can see, it's kind of got an orange tint to it, but it's still a bit red. So I'm okay with that. But the front grills, I think, just look absolutely awesome. You can't really see the left one because of the shadow. But look at that one. I mean the left one. You can't see the right one. But the left one, look at that. I'll put a before picture up right now. And that's what it looked like before. And you literally couldn't even notice the vent. So it just gives the front end a bit more something, you know. I'm down here at like a little long strip. Got a few islands down there, long road. There's a few more islands and then another long road. As well, I'll be coming on the 125 hopefully. So yeah, that's the end of this video. If you did like it, obviously leave a like, subscribe, and
Your planet is now under mid-rangers' control. Humanity will be exterminated. If you hear this message,